All right, y'all. So today it is Monday, May 12th. Today I passed a funded account. Man, I'm not even gonna talk too deep into that, bro. It's been a long fucking journey. If you've been following me, bro, you know. But let's go over the trade for today. I don't even want to do too much talking. I just want to say, like, we back funded. We took a lot of fucking L's. A lot of fucking L's. We lost every fucking thing. But I'm still showing up to these charts and I'm giving this shit my all, brody. No cap. I'm giving this shit my all. This go around. Like, this go around. This shit personal, bro. But let's get into the trade for today. I did not take this trade live. I had already passed my account early in the London session. I won't be trading no London sessions no more. I just strictly did that to pass my account. But this is the optimal trade that I would have liked to take for the day. So as we go into our 1 hour chart, we can see that we have a bullish fair value gap sitting right here. That price is sitting at right now. So at 9 o'clock, I just go straight to my 1 hour chart and do my markups just to see what price is showing me, what price has to offer. Currently, I'm not seeing anything too crazy. That's the only PD array that I see. And I do see some resistance right here at 9. So these would have been my only two key levels for the day, honestly. This would have been my only two key levels for the day, honestly, if I'm gonna be real. And then maybe right there, just because we got a little pullback, a little bit of support, maybe. But that would have been the only two places that I would have used for PD arrays, just key levels. As I go down to the 15-minute chart, I'm gonna just go ahead and mark up our London's high, and I'm also gonna mark up London's low, which is right here. All right. And as we can see, y'all know I don't start taking my trades until 9:45. So this is pretty much everything in a nutshell that would have been marked up pre-market. And let's just take it back to the 9:30 opening. So right here, what I'm analyzing is that price is very, very bullish. We broke these highs, these previous highs, and we came and broke this high. So price is very, very, very bullish. So I do want to take buys. It's a no news Monday, of course. So I'm expecting for volatility to be very, very low in the market today. And I'm expecting bad price action because, like I said, it's a no news Monday. So with me knowing that, I want to try to get into my trade as early in the macro as possible with the least hesitance possible as well. So we go to the 3-minute chart. Go ahead and hit to 9:45 because that's usually when I take my trades. One thing that I noticed is that before 9:45 happened, now the shit wanna play out. Crazy, man. But before 9:45, before our macro even started, what is something that we want to take notice of? We got a liquidity sweep right here on London's lows. So we got a liquidity sweep right here at London's lows before our market, before our macro starts, right? We got a liquidity sweep. We also have forms of manipulation right here. So we got our bottom wicks. We're getting a bullish reaction right at a bullish fair value gap on the hourly time frame. So we have our hourly bullish fair value gap that's getting a strong rejection wick right here at this level, right? So I'm like, okay, I possibly do want to take some type of buys if I get my system to line up, right? So on the 3-minute chart, we can see that we got our, let me make sure I keep this over here always. The things that I'm looking for. So the things that I'm looking for are run a sweep on liquidity, which we receive right here, right? We got a market structure shift to the downside already, and we broke structure to the downside. So I got my market structure shift that I want to see as far as, you know, is a trade valid, right? So I got my breaking structure to the downside right here, right? We took out the liquidity from London's lows, but now I got that break straight to the downside. But right here, once price, I call this a pivot point. It may not be correct teaching, I'm gonna be honest, but this is just what works for me. So I call this, once I see this little morning star pattern right here, with these dojis and this bullish engulfing coming right beside it, I call this a pivot point. So for me, once I see this happen, it counts as a market structure shift for me, right? But if we're gonna be super technical, your real market structure shift will really be once we break right there. I mean, if we want to just be super crisp, but that's why our market structure shift would take place. And now we're waiting on a break and retest of a key level or fair value gap. So if we're just strictly trading this chart on a 3-minute, and we want to, like, you know what I'm saying, be like, okay, what was our break and retest of a key level? Our break and retest of a key level was really right here at this hourly fair value gap. Once we swept London's lows and we rejected off of this and we got this bullish engulfing, that was kind of like our break and retest. I'm trying to stay off of the 3-minute chart because it really messes with my anxiety looking at price move that fast. However, looking right here, we can see that the market structure has began to shift, right? Once we got to this point, price already broke structure to the upside. So what's a good level that we probably want to enter off of? Probably like this fair value gap or the break of this candle. Let's see if price winds up coming back down and tapping that fair value gap. So we never tapped that fair value gap right here. We never tapped the fair value gap, but what are we noticing right here? We're getting rejection wick. So we're coming down. Buyers are maintaining their buying power. We're coming down. Sellers are trying to tap that fair value gap. We're not getting it. Buyers are maintaining their power. And then eventually, if we go to this 3-minute, once I would have seen price wick down this way and then head up, that would have been my entry right here, aiming for these internal highs, or basically this fair value gap, and just aiming for 50 points today because we know that it's a low probability Monday. We want to take a trade early in the macro, and we just want to get a quick little scalp. And that's basically how my trade for the most part would have worked out. Early in the market, I'm seeing that we're getting manipulation right here. We got SMT right here on the 1 minute. And I'm trying not to get my breakdowns too technical on the 1 minute as well. But on a day like today, I think it's pretty pivotal, being that price action was so trash. So you had to find confluences from the 3-minute and the 1 minute. So we got SMT right here, which serves as our form of manipulation, right? We got our market structure shift to the upside once our candle breaks below this, breaks above this high, breaks above this level, right? And we're using this level as support. So that's where my entry would have got in. It's really a simple trade today, and I'm not gonna lie at all. Today was one of them days where you have to have extreme confidence in yourself because the confluences on the 3-minute was not lining up that clear. But you just got to know what type of cycle is going on in the market, right? So once you see that, all right, we're sweeping these lows and we're rejecting off of this 1 hour bullish fair value gap. I got a Morningstar pattern right here, all of this indecision, and I got a Morningstar pattern with this bullish engulfing. All right, the macro just started. I know I'm looking for speed and efficiencies. This candle closed like right at 9:48. I can bet that we can at least want to gain 50 points right here just off of what I'm seeing, all of my confluences lining up, right? Manipulation, liquidity sweep, market structure shift. It's clockwork. We got a bullish fair value gap right there. Boom. Got our 50 points and got out real quick and real quick scalp in the market, right? Now, I'm not going to lie. That would have been my trade, but I'm not going to lie to y'all boys. You could have definitely waited for a rebalance right here. You could have definitely waited on a rebalance and just got in on a re-entry if you wanted to, but it was no need to wait. There was really no need to wait if we trading the macro with speed and efficiency. But if you did miss that entry, you could have re-entered right here after we retested London's lows once more, and you still could have gotten your 50 points. So, I mean, to each his own. Yeah, so that's how today would have went. We never came and retested back into this bearish fair value gap, so I probably wouldn't have had a valid entry for sales. But the buys did line up with all of my confluences, and we wound up getting a good buy right at the entry of the macro. So That would have been today's trade. I hope it made sense, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Oh my God. All right, I was recording. That would have been today's trade. I hope it makes sense. I'll catch y'all on the next trade breakdown. Probably not going to trade live tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I just want to thank God for helping me pass my account and just say that we locking in from this point on.